The transfer window closes soon, and Liverpool still need players. Mark Carney tells Washington that no deal beats a bad one, and means it. A vaccine keeps cancer away in a trial, though no one yet knows for how long. Different negotiations, different clocks. Same question. When do you stop waiting and decide? The transfer window is closing soon. Football clubs across the Premier League are watching several key storylines as the deadline approaches. Liverpool are looking for reinforcements. The club needs help in their squad. Arsenal have been pursuing a striker, but the player they want may not arrive before the window shuts. These moves could shape how both clubs perform for the rest of the season. Liverpool and Arsenal are competing near the top of the table, so any late additions would be significant for their campaigns. CBS Soccer reported this. A new office complex for the Minerals Commission has opened in Kumasi. The government commissioned the ultra-modern facility this week. The building was started under the Akufo-Addo administration. It comes after months of pressure from the NPP communication team in the Ashanti region. They had been campaigning for better public infrastructure. They also wanted stronger support for key state institutions in the area. The commission now has a permanent base in Ghana's second city. That matters for mining regulation in a region rich in mineral resources. Asaase Radio reported this. A racetrack has been set up on the National Mall in Washington. It's there for the Freedom 250 Grand Prix, an IndyCar event running through the heart of the capital. Damian Paletta went to see it. He's the Washington coverage chief for the Journal. He got to ride shotgun in a Corvette on the track just before the race. The circuit winds past some of America's most recognizable monuments. Drivers will be racing at high speed where tourists normally stroll. It's an unusual sight for Washington. The city doesn't often host motorsports events, especially not on the National Mall itself. WSJ World reported this. Democrats who built their profiles criticizing Donald Trump are struggling to win primary elections. Alexander Vindman lost his Senate primary race in Virginia on Tuesday. He became a national figure after testifying during Trump's first impeachment, but that wasn't enough to carry him to victory. Vindman is just the latest in a series of prominent Trump critics who have stumbled when trying to turn their resistance credentials into electoral success. The pattern suggests that opposing the former president, while it may bring attention, doesn't necessarily translate into votes when Democrats are choosing their candidates. Politico reported this. The United States has declared what it calls a global economic war on Iran. Washington announced it will target all of the country's sources of revenue. That includes Iran's oil industry. The Trump administration made the announcement today. It represents a significant escalation in pressure on Tehran. Iran's economy depends heavily on oil exports. Cutting off that revenue would affect millions of ordinary Iranians as well as the government itself. The move puts American policy on a collision course with countries that buy Iranian oil. They will now face a choice between trading with Tehran or maintaining their economic ties to Washington. Al Jazeera reported this. Washington has told the world it will choke off every dollar Iran earns. That includes oil, which means prices, which means everyone's problem now. The United States is also in a standoff with Canada over trade terms. Mark Carney says no deal is better than a bad one. Canada's Prime Minister is taking a hard line in negotiations. Mark Carney has adopted a no deal is better than a bad deal approach. The strategy carries risks for the country, but Carney has backing from an unusual alliance at home. The Canadian public supports his position, so do his political opponents. That kind of cross-party consensus is rare in any democracy. It gives Carney room to hold firm. Whether that stance pays off remains to be seen. WSJ World reported this. The president's aggressive approach to trade negotiations has hit a wall. Talks between the United States and Canada have broken down. One analyst called it a big setback for the administration's strategy. The failure matters beyond North America. Other countries that have been unhappy with the president's trade deals are watching what happened. They're paying close attention to how this played out. The breakdown suggests there are limits to using pressure tactics in international trade. Canada walked away rather than accept the terms on offer. Washington Post reported this. The draw for the league phase of 2 European competitions takes place soon. British clubs will find out who they face in the Europa League and the Conference League. 3 teams are involved. Bournemouth, Sunderland, and Crystal Palace will all learn their opponents when the draw is made. The draws will determine which teams each club plays during the league phase of both competitions. Sky Sports reported this. Scientists have found a new way to study what lies beneath the Earth's surface. They're using thunder. When lightning strikes shillings, it creates sound waves that travel deep underground. Those waves bounce back differently depending on what kind of rock and soil they pass through. Researchers have now shown they can capture these signals and use them to map underground geology. The technique works much like traditional seismic surveys, but it costs nothing and happens naturally during storms. It could help geologists explore remote areas where it's too expensive or difficult to bring in heavy equipment. The method is still being developed, but early results suggest thunder might become a useful tool for understanding what's hidden below our feet. Nature reported this. A new vaccine has shown promising results in stopping cancer from coming back. Patients who received the jab stayed cancer-free for longer than those who didn't. The trial has been described as a breakthrough, but researchers say it's still not clear how long the protection lasts. The vaccine works differently from traditional cancer treatments. It's designed to help the body's immune system recognize and fight cancer cells that might return after initial treatment. The findings offer hope to patients who face the constant worry of their disease returning after they've been treated. BBC News reported this.